What's going on, music community, world? It's your boy Jordan Dwayne, owner and CEO of Imperial Panache Incorporated Records, Grammy voting member as of 2024. So shout out to the Recording Academy, everybody that's involved in the music world. We love, we are a big supporting community. That's what we do as musicians, and I have a couple other not TV series, YouTube series on different things, but I want to start a new one for music, for everybody who asks, all these different questions. So I'm going to start really, and I'm not even really going to call it a series. I'm going to drop like a segment of like 10 to 15 videos just explaining everything, bro. And, for anybody who subscribes to this, shout out to everybody who, on YouTube watching this, subscribe, follow, because I'm going to be dropping a lot of good content over the next few years and everything as everything progresses, Like I said, again, my name is Jordan Dwayne. I'm an artist as well, but I'm also I'm a helper, bro. That's what I really do. So I wanted to make a video with a lot of transparency because, there's so much going on in the music industry, and with it being 2025, with all the technology coming out, with AI coming out, I wanted to really establish something for people and give up a lot of game, bro. So many people out here charging for courses and charging to tell you this and charging to tell you that. Well, I wanted to put all of that in a video and not charge nobody for it, because at the end of the day, a lot of these people that are charging this stuff for these courses and all that stuff, they haven't been to where you're trying to go anyways. And trust me when I tell you, from somebody who's been around the world and going on another world tour this year, the game is sold, to be sold, not told. But it's like a lot of the times, even when you tell people the game, they're not applying it anyway, so why sell it? If you're being successful doing what you're doing, the goal is to help other people, right? So with that being said, starting a new series called, whatever you want to call it, whatever it's going to be called, to be helpful with your music. But this one specifically is going to be called How to Be a Successful Musician in 2025. I know that was a long intro, so everybody who stuck with me, straight out to say, here goes the juicy part right here. Let's get to it. So first thing first, what you have to understand as a musician, and this I'm just going just general across the board. I'm going to lay out a lot of just important facts that people need to hear. But it's like the first thing you have to understand as a musician, what you need to know before you even jump in, before you do anything, is, first of all, do you want this to be a hobby or do you want this to be a career? If you want this to be a hobby, if you just want to have fun, if you just want to play, get with the homies, make some music, drop it for fun, then don't take this video too seriously. Everything that I drop from this point moving forward is for people who want to seriously take this as a career, who want to make money off of making music, make this a career, be able to feed your families, do your make side income, go on trips, do whatever you're doing off of music, because at the end of the day, this music thing is a business. It's not the music charity, it's the music industry, it's the music business. So knowing that, explaining that and understanding that and wrapping your head around that, that starts giving people a good understanding of what you're getting into. People get this misconception, I'm gonna get in the music industry, record some songs, drop a video, and go famous. Like, that might have worked 15 years ago when I first started rapping in like 2008, but it don't work now. It doesn't work like that. Things aren't the same. Technology isn't the same. With the algorithms and everything going on with social media and traditional TV and traditional marketing, everything is different now. So starting from the very, 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 very top, the first thing you want to completely understand and put together in your head is, do you want to do this for fun or do you want to do this as a business? If you want to do this as a business, if you really want to make this work, then there's a few things you have to do to get everything rolling. And one of the most important things that you need to do starting off is something that my mentor actually told me, rest in peace to Major League Beats, that, and this is something, again, like this is game that people charge you a lot of money for, bro. It took me a long time to get all of this together and to learn all of this, but it's like, when you treat this music industry and you treat your career as a business, it's gonna pay you, point blank period. When you treat it correctly, when you do it correctly, when you follow the steps, when you do what you're supposed to do, you're gonna get paid. So as a record label owner, as an independent artist that I actually am about to sign a publishing deal, though. I am signing my own record label, but I'm about to sign a publishing deal. Let's go. The first thing you need to do is, of course, is copyright and patent your name. I'm not going to go through all the sites, Y'all going to have to do some research on your own, but it's like, learn how to copyright things and learn how to patent your name. That's the most important thing. You don't want to get something big blowing and rolling, and then down the line you realize somebody patented your name outside of you, so that you have to pay them later to get it back. So patent your name, copyright your name. Go to copyright.gov. The patent, you can Google it. It's a patent office in the copyright, in the government sector website area. Look through that, find it out. But one of the most important things you want to do as well when you first getting started off is make your music name your LLC. Get an LLC. Keep everything for your music under your business. That way you have your tax write-offs at the end of the year for all your, your music equipment, all the stuff that you're getting, all your software, all your instruments. Every time you do a gig, you're going back and forth to gas. You're having business meetings, over lunch and yada, yada, yada. I'm not a tax expert, financial expert, a little bit more, but not certified, But get all that together, get your business formation started and formed around your business. If you're in a band, call the band and call, say, just shouting out Green Day Incorporated LLC. That's what your LLC needs to be. So everything under your business, everything under there, you're paying your people out, you're doing all these contract works, you're hiring people, everything is coming directly from your business. So that is the most important first step, is becoming a professional musician. From there, the world opens up, and it's all about, at the end of the day, everything is knowledge. Everything, and what I've learned in music as well, is music is not a destination, it's a journey. So the more you learn, the more people you connect with, the more things you do, the more collabs, the more hands you shake, the bigger and faster things roll for you. So it's never an end all be all. It's never like, okay, he won a Grammy, that's the end of his career. You want to have a sustainable thing that grows over time, that feeds you. It's a machine that you're building. So I got my list written here. That's what I'm looking at on my phone. Don't think I'm texting. I'm not. But after you do your business, the next important thing you want to do is register your performance rights organization, your performance rights, royalties, things like that. So spend some time looking into ASCAP. That's ASCAP.com or BMI. And what that does is that gets your royalties on the back end. I'm not going to go too deep on. I'll have a whole nother video on that later. But I'll go into that and kind of explain that like separately, because that's a whole 30-minute video in itself. But basically, register your PROs, like I said, ASCAP, ASCAP, or BMI.com. And there's a lot of other smaller ones, but if you're in America, if you're around this area, and DM me too. If y'all got any questions, y'all can email me. I'll put all my information below. If I can help anybody with anything, I'm always here to help. Instagram, Jordan Dwayne, that's Jordan with 2 N's, Dwayne. But definitely, you want to have all your paperwork and all your things structured around your music correctly. So you want to have your ASCAP and your BMI set up. That's just what pays you as, your things go on TV, different licenses, things like that. So sorry, y'all, my video kind of cut. But yes, it's for your video licensing and things like that. So ASCAP, BMI, very, very important. After you get that set up, and like I said, I'll go into that a lot more detail. I have another video just kind of specifically breaking that down. But from there, the next thing you kind of want to focus on is, by this point, you know what kind of music you want to do. But the whole thing about music is having a team. When you have a team, it makes everything work together as a machine. When you have a business, you can't do everything on your own. Whether you're the musician, you hire your graphic designer, you have an engineer who helps mix and master your things. There's a lot of different places where you can go to reach out to find these people, but that's one of the most important things, when you're starting your career as a musician, is hiring people around you to do things that you aren't as good at, that bring to your brand, because that's what you are as a musician. You're a brand. You're bringing in professionalism around you. So whether you have your producer, your audio engineer, your guy who does your marketing, your guy who does your playlisting, you're hiring all these people. And again, now you have your LLC. So the important thing with that is that, you pay everybody, you keep everything organized through your business bank, you keep everything organized, you keep everything written down, where you use Excel sheets, people use different apps and stuff like that, but just keeping it all organized, because again, you as a musician is a business, you're paying your people out. You think of people like Taylor Swift and the big people, they're bigger companies, and yeah, they're signed to record labels, but it's like they still have their way of organizing everything. She hires her tour managers, her backup dancers, her musicians that she plays on stage, her people that come into the studio. Everything's organized, So keeping that in mind, like I said, everything is all about organization, because organization is the key to success. When you have a music business, when you're a musician, you're hiring a lot of people to help you keep everything smooth around you. So all you can do mainly is focus on creating more music. From there, again, like I said, that's the next big point I put on my list too, is, just it's all about your team. So again, one more side note I kind of want to say with building your team is that everything that you're not good at doing, hire. That's going to make you as your team, as your brand, better. So when you're, it's certain things that I am really good at. I'm really good at marketing, but marketing takes a lot of time. Marketing takes a lot of time. So it's like, I've spent a lot of effort and energy learning these things, taking classes on how to do better marketing, build marketing funnels, things like that. But it's like, at the end of the day, I still spend money on people who are better at marketing than me, that have nothing but the time to do marketing. So I have more time to make music. So saying that, think of it like you're a machine. To have the machine running smoothly, you got the conveyor belt doing its job. You got this bolt holding down what it's supposed to hold down. You got a screw tightening this. You got this running that. And that makes the machine run. The machine running is you putting out music and getting paid for it. So every little part, working together is making your machine oil better. Going into that a little bit deeper, we're talking about marketing. That's the next big thing. People, and this is a really big secret, and it took me a lot of time to figure out. A superstar is just somebody who has a ton of marketing around them. Somebody who's super famous, the most famous person you can think of, is just somebody who's whose marketing budget is well into the millions. And you know, everybody's marketing budget could be different. You could have a $5 a month marketing budget. You could have $1,000. You know, whatever it may be. Focus and allocate money into marketing, because as a musician, that's how you grow. Whether, you know, you're passing out flyers, running digital ads, stickers, you know, it's so many different types of marketing and promotion, but that's what makes you grow as a musician. The more fans you have coming in and things like that, that's more things that's paying you, that's fueling the machine. But you get to those people and you meet all these different you meet all of these different people and revenues and things like that because you're marketing, you're promoting. So again, whether that's running TV ads, you know, you got a friend who works in radio and you're paying them a little bit of money to spin your song or run an advertisement for you or anything like that, that all falls under marketing and promotion. And that's one of the biggest keys to being a successful musician, is understanding marketing and promotion and how it can work for you. Allocating money aside for that and running it up, because at the end of the day, the more money you spend for marketing, the more fans you're gonna have, the more people listening to you, the more things you have going on. So that makes your music career jump. So take all the money that you're making from your streams, take all the money that you're making from your shows, your merchandise, make and sell merchandise, put it back into your marketing. You got to keep reinvesting into your business until it gets to where you want to go. And then the last thing I'm gonna kind of say for this one, because I don't want to make this first one too long, we're gonna do a couple more today. But track everything you're doing. You know, write down your goals, write when you want to see them done, write how you're getting to those goals, you know, and then track what's happening, you know, like the results. So with that, that's how you grow. That's how you really see, you know, if you start in January, you know, you're like, by the end of January, I want 100 fans. By the end of February, I want 200 fans. When I say fans, you're not gonna be followers, people who average listen to the song, you know, when you're running ads, just your different metrics that you're putting on your goals for yourself. So keeping that in mind, always track what you're doing. Like I said, organize everything, write everything down, because that's the most important thing you can do as a musician, is keep track of everything. It's so important to write down everything, keep everything on a ledger, keep everything organized, because then you know how much you're spending, you know where you went, you know what has to go back when it's tax time, you know, hey, I went here and played a show in Austin and they liked me. Let me get all these people's information, email list, and we'll talk about that in another video as well. But just keeping track of all the information that you can, because that makes things easier for you, from, like I said, people's emails to what you spend on paying your graphic covers guy, your marketing guy, your video marketing guy. Keep everything tracked. So at the end of the year, you know how much your budget is, you know how much you spent, you know what you can improve on next year. And next thing you know, you got a successful career as a musician. It's your boy Jordan Dwayne checking out. We got a lot more videos coming with it. Subscribe, like, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if y'all want any videos on anything specific, and I'm dropping them. I'm dropping these all year. I'm dropping them in bunches. I'm dropping them not once a week. I might drop 3 one week. I might drop none the next week. I'm just dropping, giving you gems all year. It's your boy Jordan Dwayne, once again, owner of Imperial Panache Incorporated, Imperial Panache Jewel Co., Imperial Panache Records, everything with it. We here. Reach out to me if you need anything. We about to go on tour soon, baby. See y'all soon. We coming to a city near you. I love all y'all. Thank y'all for supporting. Let's get it. Anything I can help with, let's make it roll, baby.